Then, oh, whoa. I'm live, dude. Holy shit. All right. Uh, let's see if Facebook figures it out today. They were fucked earlier. They did not work. Oh my goodness. Wow, are we gonna get beat up again? Oh no. Chill. Uh, uh, auto moderation. Fuck. You're right. I didn't do that first. Uh-oh. Sorry. Uh yeah, I don't know how to backtrack on every time. Dang it. Ah, sorry, dude. Well, keep it. I was preoccupied with things. All right, it's noon. Welcome to Burnout Friday. Uh, what? It's oh, it's not that kind of burnout. Oh, sorry. Ah. All right, welcome again. Real talk with Keith motherfucking Walker. We are in the house. All right, so welcome, big Friday deal. Hope everybody is having a good day and getting prepped for their weekend. Hopefully, you get a weekend and therefore less likely to be burned out. Anyway, hey, all right, so that's the topic for today, burnout. So Casey hit me up last night because I hit him. I'm like, what's the topic tomorrow? And so he said burnout, and I'm like, okay. First thing that obviously hits my mind when I think about burnout is work, and because of what I typically do for a living, um, it probably means something different to everybody. So again, I work in the therapy world, and burnout comes at a lot of different levels in that genre. And and for several reasons. One of them is I'll just go through it and then we'll open it up to other stuff too, right? So I mean, documentation is a pain in everybody's ass, but the necessary evil. I mean, if you didn't die, if you don't write it down, it didn't happen. That's the rules, and that's the reality, and it's also the ability to go back um, and yeah, check progress, etc., and all that good stuff. But it's very oftentimes it is the Achilles heel of the therapist. Very oftentimes, time management is an issue, and I'll just call it what it is. Figure it out. There's a way. But anyway, that people will catch up on all their documentation after the fact, right? And on their own time. And that's a problem. So that creates burnout. Obviously, when you're working in the therapy realm, there is a lot of failure that comes with that, for lack of a better way to put it. Things are challenging, people are struggling, and that can get very heavy over time as well. And it just is. So however, as I thought of that, then he came back and well, I asked him, I'm like, so how does that filter out to regular people? And he called me, and it took him about 3 seconds to let me know exactly how that works out in the real world, and per se, and it's the same everywhere, right? It's so in short, I'll just share a little bit, Casey, but not a lot of detail. Just had a rough day at work. A very long couple days. So these are things that create burnout, right? High stress, um, long hours. Again, it comes in a lot of different forms. Uh, the people that you work with are not cutting the mustard per se. You're picking up slack. Your responsibilities are shared or dumped or any of that, right? And on and on and on. And we could add to the burnout list, add infinitum, right? I mean, there's a million reasons what causes that. And, but you know what you're going to get from me. And that's the real talk piece because I, he's asking questions. Other people have asked me questions too. And I always turn it back because it all comes back from the world of we do what we want. So if you are experiencing burnout, that's a choice. That's on you. Sorry. And what do I mean by that? You're like, oh, well, fuck that. No, it's, my job sucks and these people suck. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, at the end of the day, you have allowed this situation to happen for whatever set of circumstances bring you there. And again, it's just like everything else that we deal with in this room and with me is it's not a judgment, it just is. I mean, if your job is stressful and it creates a lot of grief, hate, and discontent, get a different job. Like, fuck, I don't know what to tell you. Like, or sit there and suffer. Like, that's a choice. Nobody's holding you at gunpoint to go fucking deal with that bullshit. And yeah, but I gotta, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Like, you gotta eat. Okay, gotta have a job per se, or there's ways and means. I suppose there's other alternatives, but it's just like everything else. Hmm. We have to decide the pros and cons. Does it make sense? Is it worth the effort? Am I getting compensated, et cetera, all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, um, you know, again, especially like in the work situation, that's 100% on us. Like we get to burn out because we are not making good decisions for whatever reason, and so there's consequences to that, and and there's always alternatives. There just are. It's just, are we willing to do that? Well, okay. Let's say, for instance, we really love what we're doing. There's just those days, and we all have them, and every situation is going to have them. So, how do I stay out of the rut, or how do I not get beat up by burnout, or just fucking losing my shit, or any of that kind of stuff? And that is, I mean, this is all part of a process. That's a daily maintenance program, whatever you want to call that. And so what are you doing every day to relieve stress, those anxieties, and all that kind of stuff? I mean, these are the things, and if any of you guys that are following me have gotten on board with any of the stuff, I mean, like if you're doing the daily gratitude thing, that's a great place to start. I mean, that is a stress reliever immediately, and it's a daily process, and it's something that you can go back to whenever the fuck you want. Like, it doesn't have to be on a schedule, it doesn't have to be a number, it doesn't have to be anything. It's because we train our brain, right, over a period of time in repetition. For instance, if I'm doing a gratitude list every day and it's part of the deal, it's a lot easier shall we say. Very simple, but it's a lot easier in the middle of the day when the shit's hitting the fan and I'm about ready to just stop and go, this is paying for my Metallica ticket. Oh, right? I mean, there's a reason, I think, I would hope, why we are putting up with fucked up stuff. Like, there's a benefit at the end. Like, we're not so self-destructive and masochistic upon ourselves that we punish ourselves on purpose. Like, we deserve the shit job and the shit conditions and get nothing in return. That would be odd. If anybody's doing that, let me know. I'll give you half off on some fucking therapy. We'll fix that quick because that's dumb. But you know, there's something like that. Hi Pam. Yeah, breathing. Pam's in the box. I see her in the Facebook box. So breathing exercises, yes, 100%. And I think when I was talking to Casey a little bit last night about his rough day, it's like that was brought up as well. These things that we do, like if you show up on Mindful Mondays here in my shop, right? That's what's going on Mondays is we are doing mindfulness, meditation practice and stuff like that. I'm throwing out some good tools and some good bones. Come get it and then practice that shit Tuesday through Sunday. And then by next Monday, it'll be a part of your repertoire per se and how to deal with the burnout, right? It's just shit's hitting the fan. There's always time. I mean, unless you're on the fucking tracks and the train is right there, there's always time to and just that simple breath. It does a lot of shit, but I mean, you can get a lot. Like this thing moves pretty quick. So we can, in the midst of taking that breath, do a lot of evaluation. This thing, like it's hauling ass typically. And we can possibly stop, drop anchor, and make some different decisions. Right? So, what else can I say about that? Well, it's just, again, when I say this is on you, it really is. Like we are active participants in all of our behavior. If we are not liking the outcomes, physics would tell you change behavior, get something different. So just to share, like I'm in the middle of negotiations and looking at getting hired onto this place. Literally, I have an interview right after this gig where I'm just going to walk out of here and put on a nice button up and look all fancy and shit for this interview. But part of that negotiation is all the things, right? It's like, what does the package look like? What does the job look like? What is expected and all that kind of stuff. And I am going to know all of these things before. Hi, Sonia, hanging out on you, sneaking in on YouTube. I hope you have a great weekend. Gonna see you soon, fucking rock star. Anyway, before I sign on the dotted line, I'm gonna have a pretty good idea of like they're gonna expect this, they're gonna compensate that. And I'm gonna have a choice today whether I'm down with that shit or not. And the thing of it is if I am, then my responsibility is, as I look at the expectations from them, is to do that mental math immediately and go, can I fucking hang? Can I cut it? Is what am I going to need to do to be able to function under those parameters? Because I am agreeing to do that. So, um, does that make sense? It does. Because it does. It just is. Like, and so if you have a job that is fucking out of control and really hard and really stressful, you you knew it. You knew it when you took it. So I don't know why you're all fucked up right now. Like you're not taking care of your business, right? Or whatever that is. Um, and I know, just kind of going back, Casey, if you're still hanging out in here, I know you have a very stressful, high energy, high adrenaline. I mean, it's like smoking crack, like whipping up sushi or whatever you're up to, right? Just like building fucking trailers was, right? And those were choices. Like it's we there's a benefit there, but we have to keep our shit together because I fucking love building trailers. I love fucking pressure and schedules and line roll and fucking go like hell and bosses that are fucking idiots just all up in your shit like where's the next fucking trailer, and it's like grab a fucking driver and build it with me, bitch. But that was how I used to play. But again, the thing of it is that people are like that. Not everybody, but the people that are like that, I relate to. Like I thrive under those conditions. But when I am not fucking taking care of the rest of the package, things start getting thrown around. Walker starts getting fucking angry. He's no fun to be around. He can behave in ways that are not acceptable, even in a fucking trailer factory, etc. All that kind of stuff. So that is, again, that's on me. Oh, here comes the coach. I fucked something up. So those are, again, so understanding and knowing that, like, sort of, before I even got hired on, but certainly after I'd been doing that, for a period of time, I knew what to expect, right? And hey, Nate, how you doing? I see you hanging out in the box. Yeah, fine, right? Bring that shit home. Not cool. So that is obviously this is part of what? This is part of what the self-care, therapy, etc. has to be. Sonia's in the other box. Humming stops the brain noise. You cannot think and hum at the same time. Okay. Yes. Okay. Toolbox, right? Whatever those things are. And it's our job and our responsibility to figure out what is in the toolbox that works and that we want to work, if that makes sense. Hey, Matt, how are you doing on a Friday? Yeah, miss you too, boss. So, yeah, just to disclose for anybody who cares, Matt is a fellow ship rocker and totally metal, one of the coolest fucking people we know. And I'm not sure when we're going to see you again, Yandel, but you have been part of me and Pam's lifestyle of how to deal with burnout, since that's a topic, right? Is that Shiprock cruise has been a regular occurrence for several years where we get to check out for a week and a half. And like bye world and go do that. And so we're not on board this time coming up unless life figures something out. But there will be there will be replacements. There just are, because we're grown-ups and we take care of business. Not that we're perfect or any of that kind of stuff. It's just I know for me personally, I'm pretty wimpy about shit anymore. People are like, "Oh, you're so spiritually fit," and I'm like, "No, I'm just really a wuss, and I'm old." And so when I get uncomfortable, I fucking get busy really quick because I don't want to fucking work that hard anymore. I don't want to pay the price. Like I've already done the experience. I already know how that shit's going to work out. So if I feel, okay, uh, Pam chimes in, sit in the car a few minutes before you get into family life, close your eyes, settle in, and take a couple breaths. Absolutely. Um, and I was going to throw in, if you see, like, I got a hashtag Slayer, because by the time I get home, I'm already therapized, right? It starts with when I first get in the car and turn that motherfucker up to 11 and play some metal. And yeah, but hey, if it hasn't quite got the job done by the time I get home, yeah, sit in the car, meditate, take some breaths, whatever. Again, whatever fits your box, whatever fits the box. Um, so hopefully some of that's been helpful. I mean, I'm going to touch on some other things here too, just because um, there are a lot of ways, right, to deal with stress. I mean, that's really right. Burnout causes stress. Stress fucking perks all of this up, and it's kind of gets everything firing off. And there are a lot of ways to bring that back down. And as I'm just dancing around it, it's certainly been my experience as well, because our brain operates in an electrical chemical experience. Um, we know there are things that we can bring into the system that biologically just chill shit out. And that's what I'm talking about. If you're up, you bring in the downers. If you're down, you bring in the uppers, right? We'll just call it what it is. And to which, okay, like I don't care. I don't have a problem with that for anybody else. That shit doesn't work for me anymore, but I certainly did a lot of it. And the only reason I bring that up is because for most of the people on the planet, it makes sense. I mean, it's a typical thing. It's very socially acceptable. You come home from work, you sit down, you have a drink or two, fucking chill, whatever, light up a little fatty, all that kind of shit. My problem is when I do shit like that, then I like to go shoot meth and go to jail and shit. I mean, it's not. It's like it, yeah. If that makes sense. And that's just me. That's just my experience. Like maybe there was a time where it could be here. It's not, and it hasn't been for eons, uh, or so it feels. And so I don't get that tool in my toolbox. So again, it kind of goes back to what is in the toolbox: meditation, breathing, again, understanding, taking a step back. And I mean, it just is. And we talk about this when we talk about values and committed action and, what's really important and all that kind of stuff. And again, we apply this in every aspect of our lives, we just, it, because it's all inclusive. My job, my relationships, my entertainment, my whatever. Um, all of these things are, when they get uncomfortable, then we have to reevaluate. I mean, is that job important enough to be fucked up about? And am I likely to be fucked up again? Or, I mean, again, this is, attitude is everything. So if I know I'm going on multiple runs of overtime and stressful situations and boom, 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 and all that kind of shit, like I will process before I shut. Like I know this day is going to be fucked. So how do I unfuck this before I even start? And it usually starts by something obnoxious, like you're all here for my entertainment. So I start fucking with everybody. Like if I'm gonna be here all fucking day and it's gonna suck, like welcome to my party. I'm gonna, yeah. I mean, fuck. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, it's whatever it takes to be successful through those periods. Let's see, Nathaniel. Implicit learning. Message me more about your journey. Total 180. I assure you. Okay, implicit learning. Okay, I am not familiar with that phrase or that. I'm gonna write it down. Is that all right, you guys? Yeah, good. Implicit. I write it just because sometimes I get back into chat boxes, sometimes I can't. Fuck, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how this shit works, but I'll take a look at that. Um, because again, I'm always on the hunt for new tools to put in the toolbox, right? Because life keeps throwing them curves and all that good shit. So anyway, I yeah, I don't know. Are we good? Did we get there? Did we address said issues and whatnot? And was any of that helpful? I'm looking in the chat box, seeing if anybody thinks I'm full of shit or if I missed something. Anybody? Okay, I'm not seeing it. Okay, hang on a second. This is for the Facebook people. I'm typing, so just hang on just a second. Okay, so for those of you in here, I appreciate you hanging out, but I recommend, it's been recommended to me to click on that and go like jump on the thanks Casey. Thinks I nailed it. Okay, good. But go check out Patreon. That's running right now as well, but I'll be out of there in a minute as we shut this down. But I hear the quality is much better than Facebook. So go check that out. And again, as I throw my own 2 cents worth in, there are tiered levels of membership. And with that comes some goodies. I throw some swag once in a while. Exclusive secret content. Oh, God, what could that be? Anyway, try to throw some bonus in there for people that are willing to throw a bone at the cause. Of course, in the moment, there's not much bones being thrown. So it's just, just trying to pay the light bill kind of thing. And we're not there, but that's okay. I got money. I got a couple bucks anyway. So hey, again, big Friday. Good show. Pretty happy about that. Pretty happy with the response. So appreciate it. Oh,
the link in Facebook works. I'm on Patreon.
Okay, well there you go. Like now you know. Like go be on Patreon. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I got. Tomorrow for the quick sales pitch. I'm going to be following up with some of this, and we're going to call it, tomorrow's show is titled "No Regrets." So if you want to know what the fuck that's about, it's more than just a tattoo. Anyway, hey, appreciate you guys once again for showing up, being a part of it. Hit the button, right? Share, comment, follow, share, follow, etc. All right. Tell a friend, spread the word. Have a good weekend. Hopefully, we will see you all tomorrow. Deuces. Yeah, buddy. All right.